Hi everyone, welcome. It's Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, so it's time for Stamping with Denise. I'm so glad you're here. Happy July 1st. Can you believe 2024 is half over? We're at the halfway mark. It's really gone fast. I'm so glad you're here tonight. I have a fun fold and a technique that I haven't done for a while, so I thought I'd share it up. Sometimes it's nice to bring up the old stuff and revisit it with new product, so I thought I'd do that. First of all, I'm so glad you're here tonight. If you like my video, please share my video, comment, share down in the comments, and then everybody that does that, I enter their name in a little drawing and I pick a name out, and that person will get the project I work on tonight. Last week I made this pocket card for you. See, right there, and it actually can be a gift card holder because you can put that right in there. And this card is going to Barb Smith. Barb, thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. If you can't share, I understand. Please give my video some hearts. Facebook likes it better than the thumbs up. So I would appreciate that. It helps me be seen on the algorithm better and gives me, it helps my small business and doesn't cost you anything. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome. Please subscribe to my channel, and once you do, click that little blue bell and you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video, and that's most every Monday evening. So, just a little bit of business. Starting July 3rd, for the month of July, let me see if I can find when it ends. From July 3rd to the 31st, it's bonus days with Stampin' Up. And what that means is for every $50 you spend, you will earn a $5 coupon. So if you spend $100, you'll get a $10 coupon to spend in August. So that is just wonderful. You have to have an active email account because they will send you the codes via email. You need to be on the lookout for those. You have to save those so that you can use them in August. If you lose them, they can't replace them. So please keep that in mind. Also, during my July classes, which is July 19th and 20th, I'm going to have 2 classes in July. I'm also having my BOGO. So if there's a retired product you're looking for, let me know. The way the BOGO works is I have my retired stamp sets, punches, and dies out for sale. And you pick out what you want. So say you pick out $75 worth of my retired product. You're now agreeing to spend $75 from the annual catalog and you get my retired product for free. So it's a pretty good deal. It's a pretty good deal and a great way to get something you might have missed out on. If you're not local and there's something you're looking for, let me know. I have a list. I've sent it out to my customers already, and I allow them to pre-reserve something if there's something they're looking for. So if that's the case, let me know. I'll be glad to send you the list and let you know what's still available, and maybe we can get you what you've been looking for. Okay, with that being said, I think we'll switch down to my hands and we will get started. So, okay, tonight I thought we'd make a gatefold card, but this is a little different. This one overlaps a little bit. It's not, usually a gatefold card means right in the middle and they hit absolutely, even. This one I did a little differently and it overlaps a little bit and I kind of like it. You can have, there's one side that's short, there's one side that's wider, and you could do it either way. You could have the wider side on the left-hand side if you wanted to. So this was kind of my prototype, and we're going to be using this same stamp set. We're going to use the Flowers of Beauty, the 2-step stamping. We're using these stamps and these leaf stamps, okay? But I'm going to use a different sentiment from a different stamp set. This one was from Softly Said. It is an online exclusive, and I love big, large focal sentiments. So I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get started, and we'll talk with stuff. Oh, well, here's what I wanted to tell you. These colors, in case you're interested in this color combination, is Daffodil Delight, Calypso Coral, and Lost Lagoon. Can we get the focus there? I don't know if I can. Well, Daffodil Delight, Calypso Coral, Lost Lagoon. How did I come up with this combination? I wanted to start with Daffodil Delight, and I'm like, what goes good with that? I went to my little Stampin' Up. Stampin' Up puts out this cute little guide and gives us color combinations. If you have a demonstrator already, your demonstrator can get this for you. If I'm your demonstrator, I'd be glad to email it to you. It comes in big sheets, and I cut them up. And this is the way I do them, because they do a new one every year, you know, when the new colors come out. So I don't tend to spend a lot of time, you know, putting them on rings or anything like that. But I have them divided. This is the 24, 26 in colors, the subtles, the regals, the neutrals, and the 23, 25 in colors. Of course, this is the brights. And this works for me. And it's just a nice little reference color guide. I can't remember what they call this. But your demonstrator has access to this. And if you're wanting one, let me know. I'm happy to get it for you. They even did one, and I added it to the neutrals, even though it's a basic. I added it to the neutrals. They did one for basic beige, and I like their color combinations they came up with. So anyway, when I was looking for this color combination to go with Daffodil Delight, I pulled the one out for the brights, which was right here. Put those away. And I had to, and there's Daffodil Delight right there. And so, you know, I could have chosen, but I went ahead because I needed a green for leaves, so I went with this center color combination. Another way you can choose your color combination is off of Designer Series paper. So the card we're working on tonight, I've chosen Melon Mambo, Summer Splash, and Pretty in Pink, because I haven't used Melon Mambo in a while. So I tried to, that's where I started at, and I was trying to figure out what went with it. And sometimes I don't know, so I'll pull out just a scrap piece of cardstock, and I'll stamp the colors, and I like those. And now that I look at them, I think that this is a color combination for one of our Designer Series papers, now that I look at it. I can't find the card I'm looking for right off here. I think that they've used it in one of our current DSPs. So you know what? I'm not too far off. Oh, I know the card I'm looking for. It's up on my board, for display board. So we're going to go ahead and go with these and see how they work. But you know what? If you don't know, just get a scrap of paper, start stamping, and see what they look like together. That's the easiest thing to do. So again, the Flowers of Beauty for our images. And we are going to make our own Designer Series paper. Haven't done this in a while. So now that I just as I'm sitting here with you, I'm realizing this is a color from one of the Designer Series papers. And if that's the case, I would have chosen if I'd realized it earlier. But we're going with this because I already have my paper cut. So this stamp set is two-step stamping. So you have a background image and a forward image. And the background image is usually your lighter one, and then you stamp that first, and then you stamp the darker one next. Okay, you can do that by using two shades of pink. You can also use it by stamping off. Okay, I'm going to start with Melon Mambo because this is a strong color, and I just want to do a few flowers in this color. So I just want to do, I'm going to do those first. And there's really no right or wrong. So I'm going to ink up, this is my background stamp, which is the lighter color. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp this off, and then I'm going to stamp this here. I'm going to ink this up. I'm going to stamp off and put this one here. Actually, it's not going to be as bold since I'm stamping off. And this is a great way to get more bang for your buck, so to speak, from your card, from your colors. I think I'll do one more up in this corner here. And I'm going to turn this way. Like that. Perfect. Okay. Now I am going to go ahead and clean this off because I will be using this again. And see, I've just stained my stamp, but you know what? It's okay. It stamps perfectly fine. Some people don't like that. It's just part of the, now it's just part of what we do. It's to be expected. So now I'm going to take this, and it doesn't even need to be exact. You notice I'm not stamping off, so now it doesn't even match exactly, but that's okay. I wouldn't worry about it. But this gives me my cover image. I'm going to try to get this one a little closer. There we go. Usually you can find one point to match up, and for me it's this little pointy petal here. This one's not going to have it, but let's do it about like there. There you go. Do that. I'm going to go ahead and clean this one off. Yeah, I don't want to put any more Melon Mambo on that. Now I'm going to go ahead and put some pink. We are going to use Pretty in Pink, one of the new in colors. This is a nice shade of pink. So we're going to do the same thing with it. Stamp off. I have to be careful. If I get distracted, I forget to stamp off, and then I kind of ruin my image here. Really, you know, then this can be anything you want it to be. Anything you want it. This homemade designer series paper is just perfect. I'll go ahead and clean this stamp off again. I like to get off any extra ink if I can. Okay. Now here is my darker one. Let's see. See if I can. There we go. There. There. And there. Here we go. Okay. Let me get the pink out of the way for now. And let me clean that. And then we'll go on to the leaves. And the leaves I've decided to use Summer Splash. Let me, there we go. I zoomed in a little more. There we go. That's good. Okay, put that off to the side. We're going to do the same things. We've got these leaf images. We've got this one will be the darker. This will be the lighter. Okay. Again, we're going to stamp this off. And you know what? I'm going to do these as I go here. And I don't want these stems. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink up my stamp, ink up the leaf part, but not the stem part. Okay? So give me a second here. Again, I can get distracted with this and forget what I'm doing. Let's see. Right there. There we go. If you mess it up, no big deal, but you know, by just stamping at the edge of the, you know, doesn't want to focus in. Well, you can tell what I'm doing there. There you can tell I've only got ink on the top part of the leaves. So let's do this one here. Again, I have to concentrate just a little bit because it is kind of easy to screw it up. A couple more leaves in here. Stamp off, stamp on. There we go. Okay, so let's ink up my, you can see I've just got part of my leaves on the ink pad. There's that. This one's not going to make any difference, I don't think. There we go. And there we go. Well, I might as well clean while I've got my chamois here. Okay, there we go. There's that. And so that is our designer series paper. Now, you know, you could just pick some designer series paper out of your stash, and that's perfectly okay too. So we are going to cut this down. Let's see here. Let me put this up here. And we are going to cut this this is 5 inches long already. So 1.5 and 2.5. So let's see if there's a, see, I want it this way. So let me cut it. 1.5 and 2.5. There we go. And there's my 2 pieces. Yay. Yeah, now I'm wishing I'd chosen some other colors, but you know what? We're usually our own worst critics, so I'm going to take that into consideration. So while I have my trimmer out, I don't want to cut, I'm going to just score. This is our piece of cardstock, and that's going to make our gatefold, and this is 5 1/4 by 8 1/2. We're going to score this at 1 3/4. And at 5 3/4. There we go. I think I'm all done with that. And then we are going to fold on our score lines. Now we are going to put this color is the Pretty in Pink. This is the Melon Mambo. We're going to put this on here. Now remember I said you could really have your gatefold card go either direction, but I'm going to have mine go this way. I'm going to put the smaller side on the left because although my flowers are not directional technically, they kind of are just based on the way I stamped them, so I'm going to do that. So I'm going to attach this to this piece of Melon Mambo, and the measurement on the Melon Mambo is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So it's your normal finished card size. I realize this is the second time in a row I've done a card that's on a base like that, but that's okay. So now we're going to put this on here. Whoops, you know what? This is a little long. It was supposed to be, is this longer than 5 inches? Yeah, it's 5 1/4. I didn't cut it down. So where's my trimmer back here? But that's okay. So I think I'm going to cut off of this side. Whoops. The 5 is up here. I love our trimmer, but when you get to these measurements up here, you got to use this side. So I'm going to cut off a 1/4 inch right here. There we go. Now, you know, I guess it's better off to have it longer than shorter. Okay, I know, I meant to cut it down and I got sidetracked and forgot. So there we go. There's our pieces. Now we're going to put them on here. Here is my online store. If you're looking to place an order and take advantage of the bonus days promotion that Stampin' Up! Is running, that does not start till July 3rd though, okay? So, okay, there we are. Perfect, now there's the base for our card, okay? Now we're going to work on the sentiment. I didn't know what color I wanted to do it in. Let me get my smaller mat. I like to work with that when I can. I did choose this sentiment from the Heartfelt Hexagon. It is an online exclusive. It carried over from our mini catalog. It says, "I hope your day is filled with joy." I thought that was nice. It could be for a birthday, for a, you know, thinking of you, anything like that. So it got kind of, I didn't know what color I wanted to have my base here. So I cut all 3 and okay, that kind of blends. Let's see about Melon Mambo here. What does Melon Mambo look like? That's okay. So I don't know what color I should do. You know what? I think I'm going to do that because I can put a little more green in it. I like that. And then I have to decide what color to stamp this in. But I have enough of these cut. This die set here that I used is the Perennial Postage. This was also out of the last catalog and it carried over. I haven't really used it much. It always seems like when I want something of a certain size, they don't quite have it because it's got these 2 big rectangles. It has 2 squares, and then it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 rectangles, smaller rectangles. So these are the 2 dies I used for this card. Okay. So let's see. Let's put Melon Mambo, because I kind of like sentiments in a bolder color. So let's try that and see. If not, we will clean up the stamp and stamp it another color. Okay, so here we go, Melon Mambo. You know, this could even be a wedding card if you had to, you know, if you were in a pinch. Not very wedding-y, you know, but it could work. Let's see. And I'll tell you, sometimes you just have to do a little trial and error and see what works. I hope your day is filled with joy. I like that. Yeah, I think that the lighter pink, the pretty in pink, would be too light. So I think this one gets 2 thumbs up. So we're going to go with this. Let's put this on here. Okay, now we want this kind of centered on our card, okay? But remember, we don't want any adhesive on this side. So it looks like what I can do is take 1 piece of adhesive right down that side and I'll be perfect. I hope that was the right side. Yep. Okay, so my adhesive goes to right there, so. That looks centered. I think that looks pretty good. Okay. Very good. And you know what? I've cut these out. I'll save them. I'll use them for something else. I have a whole bowl on my desk of things that have been die cut that are extra. And you don't know how often I go in and pull something out of there. Okay. So let's see what I want to use for an embellishment. Hold on, let me grab. I had one thing in mind and now I'm not sure. I've got lots of stuff, lots of embellishments here. Oh, let's see. I don't know what color those are. I do kind of wish Stampin' Up! Would put the colors on the back. I try to write them on. This one's Pretty Peacock, Blueberry Bushel, Berry Burst, and Lemon Lime Twist. If nothing else, I use these. What are these? Misty Moonlight, Fresh Freesia, Lost Lagoon. You know, though, I think that this will work, even though I've used Summer Splash for my color. I don't want matte ones. You know what? We'll use these. I love embellishments. And it's nice to have a choice to choose from, you know. Before I put this on, I'm gonna put a ribbon on here too this time. And I realized I grabbed the ribbon, the same ribbon I used in last week's card. But you know what? That's okay. So let's do this, see if I can do another nice bow like I did last week. Okay, we're gonna have this loose on this side. We're gonna do right, over, left, and under. And then you pull it at that 90-degree angle like that. Nice. Get that straightened out here. Nice and tight. Put your finger on it. And then it's under. Let me get that through. And only pull. I pulled on the wrong. No, I guess I'm okay. I'm gonna leave it. Yeah, that looks okay. I did it. And I don't get much. I'm gonna slide the ribbon down. That's all I've wasted right there. Again, if you learn to tie your bows with it attached to your spool, then you don't lose, you don't waste as much. Okay, I'm gonna slide this down. Oh, I'm a little uneven there. Cut this one a little shorter here. And there you are. Okay. I like that on there. Okay, now we're going to use some of these green. This is it says it's Lost Lagoon, but I think it's going to go just fine. So let's see. These are the Tinsel Gem 3-pack. Yeah, and they call them tinsel gems because if you look and you get them just right in the light, you can see tinsel on the inside. They have some other ones like this too. So let's put this here. Let's get a couple small ones. For up here. I think I might do another large one. Maybe over here. Let's put it there. And another small one. Kind of over here. Odd numbers are better. So there we go. This is our Gatefold card. Again, it is asymmetrical. You can make the card open this way. You could have it this way. Either way you want, no problems. And we also made our own designer series paper. So I would love to see you make a card like this and then share it down below. That would be, I'd love to see what you come up with. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you next Monday evening for Stamping with Denise. Have a great 4th of July. Bye now.